Hey!
Internet! It's Highway 47. Dracofunk's going to space again. And let's check out what he's got to show us today.
So before I go on, there was a lot of things I had to do, like a crap ton, and at least 9 launches. I actually wanted to do more, but I think I ended up doing 9 more. So we're gonna start with launch 7. And since I had so much crap to do, I figured why not do a montage? Are you ready for a montage?
I've never been more ready for a montage in my life.
Well, here's a montage.
Excellent. And this is where we just bullshit because you can cut the audio out, right?
Yeah. Gonna totally cut the audio out after you say that.
Come on, glue some way. Come on, calmness to convey. Even fine, ever fair. Wait and then they'll see. Then they'll find. Then they'll know. Then they'll see. Then they'll find. Then they'll know. And to feed the one again. 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 Down let a phone ring. Kinda gotta roll a boat alone. Found under pressure. Gotta go. Then they'll see. Then they'll find. Then they'll know. Then they'll see. Then they'll find. Then they'll know. And to feed the one again. 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 And to feed the one again. 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 And to feed the one again. To feed the one again. To feed the one again. To feed the one again.
All right. So
Yeah.
here's
Montage.
Enterprise Station.
Excellent.
You can see the 2 liquid oxygen tanks and the RCS tank in the middle.
Yeah. That's a lot of RC. Okay, wow. Yeah.
I
Nice.
I don't want to run out of RCS.
Yeah, no, I thought it was just a smaller liquid tank. I didn't
No,
realize
that's
it's like
it.
4 RCS tanks. Yeah.
Eventually, I'll refill those from fuel that's coming from the moon,
Right.
but I'm not quite there yet. Today I'm going to build the moon base. Like I launched all this stuff. I'm going to
Awesome.
leave the Ares 1 here, probably attached to the fuel tank,
Right.
even though it really should go back down and dock at the docking ports. But
I mean, you never know when you're gonna need like an escape craft or a
it's just on the wrong end of the station.
projectile.
It's just on the wrong end of the station.
Right.
So this is the space bus.
Oh yeah,
And
space bus.
on the back of it is the moon space station.
That is a cool looking Like I like the space bus anyway, but like with the X thing on the back, that's just super cool.
Yeah, but I'm going to leave the X thing. You'll see. It's going to be a space station.
Yeah.
This is the Ares 2. I don't know if you noticed the Ares 1 like had a different thing on it. Oh, here's my space utility vehicle. This has the crew module for the moon space station.
Okay, cool.
Now I just got to like get them to the moon. So
it's always the trick.
and I'm not very good at it. So here's the space bus and watch my like as it counts down, watch what happens the first time.
All right.
I warp to the maneuver node. Getting there.
10, 5, 4, 3. No,
I want to start early.
Yeah.
But
Good.
Look at it. See how it's going up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm facing the wrong way. So now I'm like realize, oh, I'm gonna like crash into the planet.
It's fine.
So I'm just like wasting Delta V right now.
I mean, I was once on a bus that literally ran over a stoplight. I mean, it can take an impact.
Anyway, here I am. I also didn't notice like my maneuver node doesn't actually get me an encounter with the moon.
I mean, it's pretty close. You know, drive most of the way and then ask for directions. It'll be fine. Space bus. You just take it easy on the space bus. You just, So, I mean, we'd take a space plane if we were in a hurry.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
It's a good thing. Like I designed this. It actually has a lot of Delta V. I could probably take this to Duna.
Sweet.
And I'm just getting, pretty close.
Yeah.
I actually get the encounter and see this alarm clock that's actually built into the game now.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I remember that being a mod back in the day.
Yeah. This is the space utility vehicle. It also has a crap ton of Delta V.
That's good.
Now you'll notice I started up and I make the exact same mistake I made last time. Except I don't notice it for a lot longer.
Oh,
Still haven't noticed it. Still haven't noticed it.
Still haven't noticed.
There, I noticed. Now, like, my orbit's really, really quickly decaying. No, checking my Delta V. So I wasted about 300 Delta V, but it still has like 4,000.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm not worried about running out of Delta V, but I am slightly worried at this point about like crashing back into the planet.
This is why you put all those fuel tanks in orbit. Because I mean, like really, you let Frederick Kerman pilot this thing. You remember what happened? Back in flight school.
Oh, so yeah, I fix it.
All right, cool.
And so the space bus is towing the station core. The SUV is towing the crew module, and the Ares 2 is towing the main truss.
All right.
And the truss will hold 4 tanks that I haven't launched yet.
Okay.
And they'll be just like holding tanks that can be up in the moon station.
Okay, cool.
They're similar to the ones. They're not going to be as big as the ones on the Enterprise station.
Right.
And I'm just trying to get this orbit. The nuclear engines don't move very fast.
No, they don't.
This is 4 times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of mass here to move anyway.
Yeah, I could actually have 12 more Kerbins inside that spacecraft right now.
Oh, Kerbals, okay. 12 entire planets. 12.
This is the Ares 2. So the Ares 1, I'm not sure how it happened, but when I designed it, somehow my flag had been changed, so it doesn't have the Highway 47 flag. So to make up for it, I put a huge one on.
on the side. I was wondering about that in the last video. I was like, there's like an extra flag there.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned, by the way, in any of these videos how hilarious of a concept it is that like like a road is in charge of the space program? I want Highway 47 to be like a massive bridge over the ocean to like the old space center on the other side of the planet, you know?
hmm So this craft doesn't have a ton of Delta V. Like
That's
the other
fine.
ones like have thousands. This one has 1,600, and
Yeah,
I
that's
used
fine.
half of that just to get my moon encounter.
Yeah, that's like slightly more than half.
And now that I got them on their way to the moon, this is the Liberator.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna bring Jeb home, but then I hit the warp next button, and I realized I don't get to bring Jeb home. Sorry, Jeb. So now I'm waiting for the alarm clock stops you like a minute before. There's my
Mhm.
encounter.
There you go.
So go to Perry apps, set another alarm. Now that I know there's a warp next button, I'll just hit that.
Perfect.
And I'm going to circularize the orbit. Now, the moon station, I'm going to put in a 30-kilometer orbit.
That sounds good.
But I'm not going to go straight down the 30 kilometers from way out there.
Hmm.
So I'm going to go, I think, down to like around 200, and then I'll step it down to 50 and then to 30.
Okay.
So there's the 200.
Hmm.
And now just go, the next thing is a sphere of influence change. There you can look at the space bus.
Yeah, the space bus is like it's like super cool.
And this one somehow beats the SUV there.
Well, you know.
It is fine.
Yeah.
And notice I don't have a moon encounter.
You don't have a moon encounter now.
But there it is. I don't, there was some glitch where it wasn't showing my moon encounter
Yeah.
until like I was actually in the sphere of influence.
I feel like they're never it's got to be like a rounding error that causes that, you know, like some sort of, you know, polar coordinates, you know, divided by pi only goes out to 75 digits or something, and then with, you know,
Yeah.
massive numbers involved, it's just a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the other two vehicles that aren't the station core. I'm just gonna put them into a 200-kilometer orbit
Right.
until the station gets set up.
Hmm.
And now I'll go and put the it's the space bus again. Gotta bring the orbit back down. This time I'll bring the periapsis down to 50 kilometers. I feel like the nuclear engines are kind of cheating sometimes.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, they you know, they have the um they have the, you know, the reduced acceleration to make up for it.
Yeah. Notice I also don't have a moon encounter,
It is fine.
even though I'm like getting really close. There it is.
And, you know, divided by pi and all that is
Yeah.
yeah.
But it shows back up, and then I can bring this down to 200 kilometers. And I didn't set an alarm for other the other ship at periapsis.
I do like how it's showing the alternate the other sphere of influence orbit.
Mm-hmm. And there I go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
This took about like all these maneuvers took about an hour and a half plus.
Hmm.
All the launches I did in the montage was like 4 hours worth of
Right.
stuff. And now all I got to do is bring
Space
this
bus.
bring this down to 30 kilometers.
It looked really badass, like swinging around there too.
It's It's one of my favorite ships, and I've used this in other games, like Scott Manley's Space Bus. It's
Mhm.
cool, but this one, I just wanted to design a good-looking ship,
Yeah.
and
It follows the tradition of like really badass looking vehicles having kind of silly names, like from like the 60s,
Mhm.
like the Judge, like like the Judge was a fucking cool car, but like really the Judge,
So there's the space station. I think I have Bob in there. I don't remember.
I don't know. It's got a post-it note that I can't read.
So here's the main truss,
All right,
and so I need it to. I'm watching my Delta V. I'm down to like 450.
you got this. That's just enough to land.
Well, I don't need to land. I just need to get to the moon station.
Actually, it's just enough to literally stop and then fall straight down.
Yeah. All I'm doing is circularizing their orbits, and then I'll go back and do the rendezvous.
Okay. So you're gonna
Yep.
leave them all at 200 for now, or are you gonna bring them in?
Yeah, well, the space bus and the station core are down at 30, and the Ares 2 and the SUV are at close to 200, and I'll just use
Gotcha.
the rendezvous planner.
Okay.
Watch my Delta V tick down. Not look at the fuel gauge on the other side because
It's fine.
it's kind of low.
That's right. I mean, 60 meters per second, you can almost do that with RCS.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot of RCS on there either. I mean, it's got a full RCS tank, but
Right.
I need to have RCS once I get it there to dock,
True.
and how my docking goes.
Yeah. Space bus number one. Is there gonna be a fleet of space buses?
There will probably be a space bus number 1 goes between Kerbin and the moon.
Can you build a space bus garage?
I mean, that's kind of what the station is.
Oh, I was thinking like a huge dry dock just full of nothing but space buses, like 50 of them.
I mean,
Like put them on one of the Lagrange points, just like have them there.
well, Kerbal Space Program doesn't do the Lagrange points.
Which is a shame. I feel like that should happen. Maybe they'll be in KSP 2.
Yeah, the way Unity works, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
So I use the rendezvous planner. I got within like 1.6 kilometers, and I'm just gonna fly there. I 200 Delta V.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just using the nav ball to eyeball my way in there, and it turns out like I'm almost perfectly aligned.
Sweet. I'm
And
I'm always amazed at how approaches like this actually do kind of look like the original Star Trek and some of like
yeah,
the odd perspectives and weirdly awkward camera angles.
yeah. I decided to go cinematic since like I had such a great
We
lineup.
got this. We got this. We got. Wait.
No,
uh,
no, I don't. I thought I had it, and it's like really late now, and like just like fine, I'm just gonna go in there and get it attached, and now it doesn't want to attach.
That doesn't want to attach. Oh God, I hate
There we
when that
go.
happens. Okay.
Okay, one more. One more.
Space Bus is my favorite vehicle. I love it.
Well, next episode, it's gonna actually start doing its job, and that is ferrying people from uh Enterprise Station back to the moon.
Awesome. It's really satisfying to get like a weird vehicle and then use it like for the purpose that it was designed for. Like if you happen to get a hold of a box truck or something and like I'm gonna cram everything in this thing, you know. Or like that time I bought a Buick and then I took 6 people to Bob Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was really satisfying.
So this space utility vehicle, has a lot of Delta V. I can use it to tow stuff to almost anywhere.
Sweet.
It has landing legs.
Oh, awesome.
I've used this. The first thing I did use this for was to rescue 2 different ships I had crashed on the moon.
Perfect.
So I crashed somebody on the moon, and then I sent like this rover to rescue them, and I crashed that.
Of course.
So I designed this and was able to land it, and I just keep redesigning it, for newer versions of KSP.
Right. I see we gave Ron Van the controls this time. So he's actually like not failing.
Yeah, I get everything pretty much lined up, and except I'm docking in the dark. I hate docking in the dark,
Docking in the dark.
and I'm just getting closer. I want to get close enough, and I realize that the station is pointed the complete wrong direction.
Aw.
Like I have to turn this thing around,
Jiggly wobbly.
and
Jiggly wobbly.
yeah. I need to shut down all the stuff, and it's not going well.
It's dancing like it's on Jabba the Hutt's barge.
And I'm really tired, so I need you to forgive me.
I forgive you. Not sure
Well,
about Fredry, but I forgive you.
yeah, now I'm like flying all over the place. I'm like, screw it. I'm using the docking autopilot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's like the ultimate insult in Kerbal culture to like, for mission control to be like, you permission to dock manually is denied. It's like that when you get back to base, like they're just gonna like they're gonna demote you and like dock your salary and like your wife's gonna leave you,
Sorry, Ranvan. But there's
phony.
Tony. So here's the moon station. I'm deploying the the solar panels. I'll rename it
Columbia, very good.
for the second space shuttle.
And just let it dance the night away.
Yeah. So here I've got everything moved to where the correct docking ports. I shut all the extra spinner thingies. I can't even think of their name.
SAS.
Yeah, I shut all the SAS things off, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I was going to bring Jebediah home. So I ended it there, and then I brought Jebediah home, but I forgot to record me actually doing it. So here's a picture of him docked at Enterprise Station.
All right, cool.
Like it went back and like, oh, so
awesome.
Yeah, I brought him back and
yeah,
completely forgot to record it.
So we have a base at the moon.
Yes.
Or we have a station at the moon. We have one in low Kerbin orbit.
Yes.
And we have plenty of fuel at the Kerbin station.
Almost.
We have like some fuel at the Kerbin station.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the next step is?
The next step is I'm going to launch a mining ship to the moon. And then I'm going to start bringing some people up from the planet to go to the moon base, and then refuel the moon base, get some more tanks up there. And once I have fuel coming from the moon back to Kerbin, it's time to make a Minmus station.
Awesome. Because the real like the thing that speeds up progress in this game, to the most degree, is having a fuel source in orbit.
Yeah.
Because you burn so much just getting off the ground that it's, yeah.
And Minmus will be the jumping off point to leave Kerbin.
Awesome. All right, well, tune in next time, Spaceheads.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, everybody.